You check the time again. 16:58. Nothing changed. You checked anyway. Not because 2 minutes could change your life. You checked because this moment felt temporary. Because your real life was supposed to begin right after it. After the meeting. After the workday. After Friday. After the project. After things finally calm down. Waiting feels harmless. It feels short. It feels temporary. That's exactly why it can quietly become something much bigger. 5 more minutes. You look at the clock. 16:55. You're still sitting there, but some part of you already left. It left because this part of the day feels temporary. Your real life is about to begin. In 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. Then freedom. 5 more minutes. Then I can relax. 5 more minutes. Then my day can finally begin. Waiting rarely disappears. It simply changes its destination. Adults rarely describe themselves as waiting. They say they're busy, focused, working towards something. But many conversations sound remarkably similar. Just a few more months. Just one more thing to finish. Just this project. Life will begin right after this part. Somehow there's always another part. Monday feels temporary. Tuesday feels temporary. Wednesday feels temporary. Thursday feels like a hallway leading somewhere else. Then Friday arrives. You wait for the weekend. Then you wait for vacation. Then you wait for the holidays. Then you wait for summer. The future starts receiving emotional investment before it becomes real. The present receives whatever attention remains. You've been saying just until for a very long time. The weekend, the trip, the next holiday, the next free evening. Little promises floating somewhere ahead. Sometimes the future starts looking less like a destination and more like a place where you've stored the life you haven't had time to live yet. Then the waiting grows up. After this project, after the move, after the promotion, after we save a little more money, after the children get older, after things finally settle down. These sentences sound responsible, but your life gets moved into the future, not forever, just temporarily. You don't think, this is my life. You think, this is what happens before my life. Things are just busy right now. This year is unusual. Everything should calm down soon. It's almost as if everyone is carrying around a future version of themselves. Someone with more time, more freedom, more presence. Someone who finally gets to live. At some point, almost everyone creates the same destination. When things calm down. The sentence feels comforting because it suggests that your current life is temporary. Life solves one problem and introduces another. Things move, things change, things evolve. But they rarely calm down in the way you imagined. Eventually, you realize you've been waiting for a version of life that has never actually existed. I've never met someone who said, everything is finally calm. Life can begin now. Maybe life isn't waiting on the other side of stability. Maybe life is the thing happening while you're still trying to reach it. You don't wake up one morning and decide to postpone your life. You simply keep treating the present as a temporary inconvenience. Then one day you see a photograph from 5 years ago, maybe 10. Maybe this wasn't a temporary phase. Maybe this was your life. Entire chapters are built from moments that never seemed important at the time because they all felt temporary. Old photographs can feel unsettling. You're looking at someone who thought there was still plenty of time. Someone who believed this stressful period was temporary. You slowly realize how many temporary periods quietly became your life. You're not waiting, you're preparing. Preparing for more freedom, preparing for more time. Preparing for the right opportunity. Preparation sounds like progress, but preparation can make the present feel like a construction site. Almost there. Almost finished. Almost ready. Almost free. I sometimes wonder how many people are waiting to become themselves. The same person, just with more time, more presence, more freedom. Life is about to begin. Soon. Very soon. Imagine standing on a train platform. Different station, different train, different destination. The same feeling, just waiting a little longer. You wait for school to end, then for university, then for the first real job, then for more money, then for more stability, then for more time. You realize you've spent years standing on different platforms, waiting for different trains without noticing that you never actually left the station. You were present for your life, but part of your attention was always somewhere ahead of it, always preparing, always anticipating, always waiting. Waiting feels temporary. That's why it can quietly become your entire life. Every chapter of life comes with another reason to wait. What if this wasn't the period before your life? What if this was it? The ordinary Tuesday, the stressful year, the family dinner, the unfinished project. Maybe life was here, quietly happening, the entire time. You thought you were waiting for life to begin. Life thought it already had. Maybe this is the story. Messy, busy, incomplete, ordinary. Maybe these temporary periods were never interruptions. Maybe they were the whole thing. If you've spent years feeling like your real life is always somewhere ahead of you, this conversation doesn't end here. Punchline Protocol explores how modern life feels. Darkside Protocol explores why it often feels that way. Debrief Protocol explores what those experiences slowly turn us into. 3 perspectives. 1 human experience. Human experience in modern systems. The ideas are human. The narration is digital. The interpretation remains yours.